was non-intentional use. He didn't do anything on purpose. This metabolite stays forever.
What a picogram is. It's taking a grain of salt and chopping it into 48 million.
Forever.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Picogram program. We are back after a hell of a pay-per-view last night against Hamza and DDP. Let's jump into it, dude. I actually rather enjoyed this pay-per-view, to be honest. But we'll get right into it. First fight of the night, Albidi Ildris and Joseph Morales ended in a second-round submission. What was the submission?
I don't remember.
I don't either, to be honest. Yeah. Is that bad?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I did not pay attention
I did
to
not
the
pay
first
that
couple
much
of
attention to that. Yeah.
It's hard too, you know, because you get into the card, you're just getting into it, you're still doing shit. I was still doing shit.
It is early. We like to complain sometimes that this does take 6 hours of your days off, so we do have to squeeze all the shit in there, but that's not a great setup for some people who are supposed to be reviewing this fucking card. But I will say, I did spend money on this, and we did watch it, and we'll get into the good parts. But meat and bones, yeah. Alibi Ildris and Joseph Morales, yeah, ended in second round submission by Joseph Morales. Don't really remember it that good. Karina Silva and Diane Barboza. I think this was a fucking robbery, if I do remember correctly.
It was a lot of back and forth, but there was still a lot of nothing back
A lot of
and
nothing
forth.
happening. Karina Silva won.
Yeah, so Karina Silva is the one that moved to Brazil and joined the Fighting Nerds.
She's the Fight Nerds chick. Yep. She already lived in Brazil. She's Brazilian, so not that far of a stretch. But yeah, nothing too crazy happened in that. I feel like that other chick won, but whatever. Next up, Edson Barboza and Drakkar
This one
Klose.
surprised me. Edson Barboza on the early prelims, on the EPs. What the fuck?
Doing him dirty. Well, I guess with, he still does good and still hangs in there with these guys. Drakkar Klose is not exactly young either, so I mean it was a fair matchup between them. It's not like they gave him some young up and coming prospect. Drakkar Klose is a vet too. Was an interesting fight. Drakkar Klose has a weird style in his stand up where he kind of bounces around, kind of like a Nintendo 64 character or something, from like foot to foot. So it kind of lended itself to be open for something that an Edson Barboza might throw at you, particularly a head kick or spinning kicks or shit like that. That weird style is kind of what got him in trouble against Benil Dariush, where he kind of just keeps his hands up. He always goes for a clinch and will sometimes get tagged in the fucking face. Let's see what we got here. 29-28 across the boards.
Every judge the same.
Oh, this is the fight back. This is Diane Barboza.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Shit. Maybe I'm off because all three of them gave it to Barboza. Maybe I am fucking stupid for that.
How did I just realize that they're both named fucking Barboza?
That is weird, huh? Yeah. One's a Z, one's a S.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Weird coincidence. Two Barbozas.
I just seen Barboza and clicked on it, man.
He's the one with a Z. Ironically enough, you could have had a Silva against Barboza next with how fucking common Silva is of a name, too.
This one's
29-28 across the board with Drakkar Klose and Edson Barboza. Drakkar just kind of landed more, kind of did more damage. Edson, he's always going to be Edson Barboza. He circles around, and he's hard to hit. When he does hit you, it's usually with kicks. He does not use his hands very frequently. He is a flashy kicker. And
do you see what I see?
what? Sal D'Amato.
Has the most fucked up one. Nobody gave.
He's the
Everybody
only one that
gave
gave Drakkar
Barboza
the first.
Yeah, the first round, and then nobody gave. He's the only one that gave Barboza the third round.
He might actually be right in that, because I do remember a lot of the first round was Drakkar clinching Edson and trying to push him against the fence.
We've given Sal so much shit on the show. Now we might be fucking agreeing with him.
It might just be satire at this point. I don't even know what's real or not anymore with Sal D'Amato. I did see him quite frequently last night. He was ringside in a big blue suit. Just
did-
another big white bald guy out there.
You did
Blends
point
in.
him out a lot.
I did point it out.
You
a lot.
kept saying, "Look, there he is."
He was actually right up in their cage side, looking in, really fucking giving it a goog with them peepers.
Every time I seen him, he was standing.
He was standing. He literally did not sit down. I think someone might have showed him our program, and he really decided to tighten up.
He's one of our 13 viewers.
He is. One of our very low number of subscribers is Sal Diamato, and I appreciate it, Sal. You're welcome on the program anytime you want.
We'll get you in a video call.
Dude, I would love to have you on, buddy.
Let's talk it out.
We'll talk it out, man. We might come out of it changed. But, no, Sal did good. Again, he's just another bald guy that blends in with fucking DC, Rogan, Anik, Dana, fucking all the bloated bald guys.
So I don't mean to track off anymore, but we were talking about it last night. I was like, why is John Anik bald?
That's a great question.
There's photos of him with hair. His twin.
He's got a
grows
twin
hair.
brother, Jason, who has a fucking head of lettuce on him, as John Anik would say. But, yeah, it is definitely a choice to do that.
Cosplaying on a bald guy. It's a little offensive.
He may feel bad because he's always with Rogan and Cormier, and he don't want to go in there with hair showing off or,
He don't want to be a
bragging.
fucking shiny. He wants to be a shiny head.
He wants to blend in, Maybe it's a power move. I don't know. Good for John Anik, though. You can grow hair and you say, fuck it. I'm going to fucking rock this.
It's my body, my choice.
His body, his choice, dude. If he wants to, they want to look like a triple nutsack up there with fucking 3 testes, a tumor. Dude, more power to him. Next fight, rather disappointing. Crazy
I don't even
fight.
know if it was disappointing. It was just unexpected.
This is where we really started paying attention. For all you listeners that are like, why the fuck are we listening to these guys talk about this card that they barely watch? This is where we actually started tuning in. Chase Hooper, Alexander Hernandez. I knew this was going to be a good fight. We both did. We were excited for it. Like I said, this is where we really started tuning in, so we knew some fireworks were about to come out of this. Chase Hooper looked good. Alexander Hernandez looks powerful as always. Chase Hooper, long, lanky, kind of towered over Alexander Hernandez. He's been looking good on the feet, man. He looked great until he didn't. And, man, he got fucking just flatlined, bro.
Insane.
Yeah. But, it's kind of what you get with Alexander Hernandez. You got to watch, bro. If you force him to stand up, he's powerful. And Hooper's a dangerous grappler. Hernandez is a dangerous grappler. He's more of a wrestler, and Hooper's more of like a submission artist, so that wouldn't have probably went Hernandez's way if he tried to push the pace like that. But, yeah, man, that's what happens. These two dudes look like two frat bros fucking fighting it out over the fucking last Coors Light or something. But good fight, man. Good win for Alexander Hernandez. Ended Chase Hooper's win streak. He was on like a 5-fight win streak, and that was how that stopped. From moving up to lightweight, he was a featherweight, and he's not a big lightweight though. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing him go back down to if it makes any sense. He just got fucking knocked out at lightweight, but he's a very skinny man. Next up, Jessica Andrade, Lupe Godinez. Yeah, bro. Almost 300 strikes apiece between them thrown. Lupe shot for 14 motherfucking takedowns.
Only got one.
Got 1 of 14 takedowns. Yeah, I mean, man, it's a Jessica Andrade fight with these girls that are kind of like just suppress her from doing her little tank antics. When you're fighting Andrade, sometimes she has boring fights because she's so fucking good. I mean, I don't know. She's kind of getting older, though. She's kind of small. She's fought in like every weight class. It's just coming to that point. But, wasn't a bad fight. Wasn't a great fight, but kind of just a filler fight, honestly. I don't know what that does for either one of those women, but 29-28 across the board for Godinez. Everybody gave Andrade the last round. So it was really just the wrestling and the pressure from Godinez that won. I think Godinez has got a sister, who is an Olympic wrestling champion, so that kind of helps her with the grappling department. Blah, blah, blah. We'll move on from that. Yeah, kind of just a filler fight. Gerald Mearshart and Michael Oleajacek. Michael Oleajacek, the Polish guy who flew to join the Fight Nerds. And it's actually Fighting Nerds. I figured that out the other day. I feel like I've been doing them just... Fight Nerds would have been a better name, but honestly, English is their second language, so we'll let that slide. But Fighting Nerds is their official name, and I feel like I'm going to have to try to start saying that. But... yeah, Fighting Nerds, he went to fight with Fighting Nerds, and yeah, dude, he has been on a fucking tear ever since, which Gerald Mearshart's got 57 fucking fights, dude.
Jesus.
Probably time to do a roster update without him on it, to be honest.
When his last fight, RDR?
I feel like he's fought. Let's look at Mearshart's record. Let's see how he's been. Not been doing great as of late. He's had runs. Now, given
Brad.
he only fights fucking. He won against Shabazian.
He lost against Brad. That was his last fight.
That was his last fight against Brad Tavares, who I think retired. Did Brad Tavares retire? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
No, maybe not. Maybe that's crazy. Maybe I'm speaking out of line on that, but. It wouldn't have surprised me if Brad Tavares retired. No.
Doesn't say anywhere that he has.
No,
I mean, I
so-
guess I could look it up.
Nah, I think
fully.
that. We won't worry about that.
We won't worry about that, and I'll look it up anyway.
We won't worry about it. No, Brad Tavares did not retire, Google AI says.
But it says he was removed from the roster on May 5th.
That might have been what I seen. Yeah, they let him go or something. So
So he just parted way with the UFC, a 15-year veteran.
go back to Mearshart. Let's look at Mearshart again. Okay, so. Yeah, he lost to RDR. He won against Shabazian and lost to Ryan Barberena.
No, he won against Bam Bam.
Fuck. God damn it. 2 in a row, just lost to RDR. That can't be his record, right?
Remember, he last lost to...
Go like
Brad.
Sherdog or some shit. This makes it too confusing. I want the red and the green boxes.
You want me to go here?
That might work. The one underneath is where Sherdog's good. It lies it out. He's on 3-fight losing streak. See, that's easier to read right there. Yeah, he was on a 2-fight win after another 2-fight lose, but he's like losing like Joe Pfeiffer, RDR, Brad Tavares, Oleajacek, Krzysztof Jotko, lost to Andrei Petrovsky. Yeah, bro, it might just be time to go teach jiu-jitsu or some shit, Gerald. With all due respect, brother, but you know it's looking rough out there for a pimp. That mustache ain't gonna save you forever. All right, yeah. First round knockout. I don't know if we said that, but goddamn, just cranked him. What's this guy? Bysinger Sasurakayev. I don't know how the fuck to say his name, but this is the guy who fought on the Contender Series like 5 days ago now, and so it was a 4-day turnaround between Contender Series and fighting on the UFC pay-per-view. 10-0.
But I do have to say,
Go ahead.
we were talking this fight. I did watch the Contender Series, even though we don't do a show on it. I did watch it. It was not a good episode.
I seen the breakdown.
Dana even said, like, great way to start the year. But this guy was pretty good on it. He's the only thing. I think he outshowed the rest of the show. So that's why he got what he got. But he almost got knocked out in the first round in this fight.
He did.
He was wobbly, getting pushed against the cage within the last 10 seconds. Then he had to fucking pull him away for the end of the round for him to get a submission in the second round.
Basanger Sasurakayev.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you say?
Hey, I'm not the one fucking up names this time. Give you the benefit of that. You did not watch the Contender Series. So
I even heard him say his name. I think they were calling him Songer because that's easier. And Eric Nolan also making his debut. So, yeah, two newbies just kind of filling a fight spot.
Crazy it was on the fucking.
Nolan didn't look bad.
Prelims.
Knocked dude down, like you said.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Got 2 submissions in 1 week in the UFC. Crazy. Probably never will be done again, but who knows?
Yeah. It is insane that he.
Hamzat's butt buddy, as Eric Nolan, the guy he fought, would say. And both kind of along the same vein. Hamzat came on the scene. He had a 10-day turnaround. That was the quickest until this guy beat it at 4 days. So, very similar to Hamzat. Except he actually finished his fight last night. Is this the pay-per-view?
This is. Yep. Main event.
Here we go. Big money right here. This is what we paid for. So, starting off the fight card with Tim Elliott and Kai Asakura. Man, Tim Elliott, what a fucking dog,
What
dude.
a crazy fucking. Just like the Chase Hooper fight, Alexander Hernandez. Something that we kind of did not expect. But
Did
you
not see
can't count Tim Elliott out.
Could have seen it coming, honestly, because Tim Elliott's ground game's so fucking nasty.
What's funny is, like, I know who Tim Elliott is. But for some reason, when this fight was coming up, I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
You can
And
forget.
he looks insane. Doesn't look like how he usually
He's always
looks.
changing his look, too. Yeah, he,
Been in the fucking UFC forever.
yeah, I mentioned last night when we were watching it, Mighty Mouse made his debut against Tim Elliott. So if that tells you
Yeah,
how long he's been
2012.
doing this shit.
Tim Elliott made his debut against John Dodson.
Yeah, 2012, so fuck.
When fucking Diaz and Miller were fighting.
Mayhem Miller and Diaz is when he made his fucking debut. Still doing it, man. Still finishing fights. He beat up that fucking Asian kid pretty bad. Laid on him and choked him out. Yeah, dude. This Kai Asakura guy, is that the one we got from 1FC?
Yes.
Yeah. He
Believe so.
has not been on a great run, has he?
Nobody that's come over.
There's
Maybe.
one we're about to talk about.
Yeah, he came over, immediately title shot against
So
Pantoja.
he's got 2 losses in a row. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's hard out there.
It's crazy, they fed him to Pantoja because
Right
they
off the
thought
bat.
he was going to be insane, and then loses to Tim Elliott.
Damn.
Drastic fall.
Hell, they should just give Tim Elliott a fucking title shot. Why not?
Might after fucking Pantoja
Why
fights.
not? Who else?
He's fighting Van, ain't he?
Who?
Joshua Van.
He might get. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you're right. He went in there and did a damn face off with him, didn't he?
Yeah. Pretty sure
You're
that's who
right.
he's fighting next.
I don't know if they've officially announced it, but they both agreed to it. Well, obviously
Yeah.
Van would agree to it, but I think Pantoja was like, why not?
Oh yeah, he called him out in the ring. Says he deserves it. It's not gonna say.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kyle Sakura, fucking hard run. Man, what a
It's insane.
faceplant. Yeah, we'll go move on. Now this guy, here's somebody that's came over and done some fucking work. Our guy Michael Venom Page. Okay, yeah.
Did he win his first fight though?
Yeah, he fought. He's only lost to Machado Gary.
So
and
he came
that's it.
over and fought Holland,
Yes.
and then lost to Gary.
Yes. He's 3-1 in the UFC.
Forgot he just beat.
Made him look stupid, honestly. I mean, much like Jared Cannonier, just made him look stupid. And looks so much bigger. For a guy that fights at welterweight, and Jared Cannonier coming from heavyweight, which he was never a heavy. He was a fat fuck at heavyweight, dude. He had just looked like a beer belly. Michael Venom Page looked way bigger than him, dude.
He's-
He's obviously taller than him, but just when they got into the clinch, hell, there was a point where MVP like threw him, like they were clinched up, and I mean he just literally threw him, and Cannonier just fell down. There was a couple times where he just kicked him or hit him, and he just fell down. Got back up. Yeah. What's the scorecards on this one? Did Jared win any round?
Had to.
29-28? Yeah.
Got the last round.
Yeah, the last round,
On
too?
all of them.
He was grappling a lot in the last round, so.
Well, honestly, like I said, I feel like it could have went either way. Did you look at the stats when I pulled them up?
Go back.
So he had more strikes thrown, more total strikes landed. He had less significant strikes, but he had 2 takedowns. So, like I said, from these statistics here, he could have went any way.
Yeah, but there was also, like, again, points where he was, like, laying flat on the ground. He had MVP dancing over his ass.
Yeah. But see, none of them count as knockdowns. They were slips.
Which doesn't make sense, because he was definitely in a clinch and threw him on the ground. But whatever. We're not here scorekeeping. We watched it. You don't got to listen to us. You got to listen to these stats. You can take whatever you want. But I'll tell you what the fuck I seen. Was MVP looked like he was overpowering Cannonier at some points. Like Cannonier would get him. He got him down. And definitely looked like the better grappler.
2 times. Calm down 2
Two
times.
times.
Oh,
Looked
set
like
my
the
mic,
better
I'm sorry.
grappler, but I mean, Page got back up a few times. But yeah, whatever. Next fight, Jeff Neal and Carlos Prates. Prates back, man. Looked great, dude. It was a spinning back elbow in round fucking 1, 4:59, very last second of the fucking round.
He hit him with a spinning something, too, and then hit him with a spinning back elbow. He done a double spin.
I feel like he might, yeah. Well, he may not did a double spin. I don't know. I feel like he definitely tagged him right before.
Yeah, I think it was not a spin, though. I mean, I could look it up and see, but
Either way, he tornadoed his ass.
he did tornado his ass.
Spinned it on the elbow, on the head. And went back to the fucking conference and smoked a fucking heater on the fucking panel.
Third most searched Carlos Prates cigarette.
That's what he's known for. It's crazy to be a professional fighter and being known as the fucking guy who smokes
Cigarette guy.
Yeah, man. Jeff Neal still works a job waiting tables, not for the money, but because he says it keeps him balanced and human, and I don't know if that's a great idea because he got the shit beat out of him by Carlos Prates. Look, it did look like a front of the house waiter against back of the house cook outside in the parking lot, fighting over a
That is
fucking
what you
perk
said
or
last
something.
night. You said it looked like fucking cooking waiter.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, dude, just a ass whooping from Prates. Dude, just beautiful spinning elbow. The back, he's back. Fighting nerds are back.
I'm trying to find a.
All fight nerds won last night.
Even though we're still on the woman one, like,
I guess
Think
I
she
was wrong.
deserved
It
it.
looked like all the cards were.
yeah. We'll see if this shows it.
We're gonna see. We're gonna look up real quick if he does a double spin for no.
Okay, but that didn't even show it.
Hang on, I might reset it. It may not.
Yeah, I don't know. It just literally the name of the video is spinning elbow, but it don't even show the elbow. No. I won't dig too far, but we'll watch at least
Sporting the
one more.
mustache now. Log into Facebook.
The one down here. See.
See,
Okay.
yeah, you hit him with just one tuck in elbow.
Elbow and then spinning. Okay. So maybe I was thinking it was 2 elbows. Hit him with 2 elbows.
And then next up we got, which will lead right into the next fight because it's showing it right here. Lerone Murphy and Aaron Pico. Man.
Ugh. We'll go right into it.
We were cheering Aaron Pico on. We were hyped on Pico. Still am. You know, he's still got room for improvement. He went on a run after being knocked out by Rebovics and Bellator. He came out with the same fucking hype in Bellator and then Kind of same thing happened. He got kicked, but Rebovix is a bad motherfucker. There's another guy who's came over and done some fucking work. Remember Rebovix? Fucking kickboxer that fucking fought a couple weeks ago and went to a decision. But it was a fucking... he gets a fight of the night every time he fights. Either way,
Speaking of fight of the night, both of these got $50,000 bonuses. Both these elbows.
that's good. Yeah, they should.
But someone else also got a $50,000 bonus that don't make any sense.
I think I know what you're talking about. We'll get to that. Yeah, man, Lerone Murphy's he's fucking good. He's making a case for a title shot. He's making a case for being the only brother that Volkanovski has fought. And I don't see why they wouldn't do that, honestly. You got Iva Voilev right there. That's, I guess, everyone's fighting for a title shot. But he was supposed to fight Pico right here. And he didn't. Lerone Murphy did, and Lerone Murphy won. So I don't see why you wouldn't give it to him. Pico be back. We are the Picogram with the Pico Man. We're going to cheer him on. He's well, you're welcome on the show, too.
Keep inviting these names that are way bigger than us.
Never gonna fucking... But you know what? It's not because we didn't try. Yeah, dude. It's a shame, but he'll be back. Took a fucking hard spinning elbow to the back. He did, he was doing good, keeping his hands up. He's good on the feet. More of a wrestler, but he's good on the feet. But just the one time he did not have his fucking hands up, that spinning back elbow just fucking gadoosh right on the fucking head. We seen it up there. Yeah, kind of sad. We'll move on. Give Lerone Murphy a title shot.
I will say those two back-to-back, the spinning elbows, made the card worth it.
Yeah, that's what you really spent your money on. We talked about that too because the main event was not. It was more anticipated than anything, but when we got there, we'll just get right into it.
Yeah,
DDP versus Chimaev.
I have a couple things to say about it, but I'll let you go first.
I don't have much to say about it. I would have thought DDP would have did a little better on the fucking defensive wrestling.
You're going in to fight a wrestler. Why wouldn't you train wrestling?
And he probably did, and it's probably hard to find a guy like Hamzat. But, man, what a fucking disappointment. I'm not going to try to dog DDP too much because I do like DDP. He's the fucking man. And he did good. There was points where he was on top of Chimaev. There was points where he had fucking Chimaev's neck. There was points where we were about to shit our pants because he had something going.
Hoping something was going to fucking happen.
Something, a miracle. I had DDP by 4th round submission. If that, that's crazy. But I thought maybe Chimaev would get tired. He did not have to get tired because he just fucking literally wet blanketed DDP for 25 goddamn minutes.
I said last night, I called it Roy Nelson.
Very much Roy Nelson he crucifixed him about fucking 5 times and just peppered him with the lightest shots. It's not even hurting. The 567 shots you're seeing on the fucking screen that he threw, and he landed 529 shots.
Were all mounted, lightest punches. I think you could punch harder if you brought your hand above your head and then dropped it on his head.
Yeah.
I think you could have been harder punches.
You would have done more damage flicking him with your finger. Like, literally, it was so stupid. But that's what you're doing to collect damage. He's doing that so he doesn't get stood up, so it looks like he's working. He went for submissions. It wasn't happening. DDP was, on the defense too good, at least on the submissions. He held his own. But yeah, the 500 strikes you see can be a little deceptive because they were not very powerful. If you hit a motherfucker in the face 520 times, real.
And he didn't go to sleep.
He's going to have fucking brain damage or some shit. He's, he didn't hardly get cut up. Chimaev looked, he had the little red pepper dots all over him that they get. They both had that shit. He didn't really get,
This wasn't that.
Just got dominated in wrestling. He really, I'm not going to defend.
This wasn't that Dan Severn fight where they just stood in the fucking middle and punched each other in the face back and forth. This was literally just someone laying on top of someone else. This was the Big Brother technique.
It was.
This is Mom said get off the video game, and you said, "Shut the fuck up." I'm gonna lay on top of you.
It was skill, but it was honestly the most skillful way
the
of
fact that he could
playing
do that,
safe.
the fact that he could do that to a champion is skillful.
Yeah. And DDP, who's a big powerhouse guy, who's elusive and hard to get away from. And, dude, when they were standing on the feet, there was like, granted, it was only about 45 seconds the entire fight that they were on the feet.
Out of the 30 minutes that he fought.
But it was awesome. DDP, threw like a perfect head kick, and then Chimaev said, fuck this, not doing that no more. And DDP caught him in a guillotine a couple times, but to no avail, which we kind of figured would happen. But, yeah, most of the time just really crucifixed or spread out. Played it safe, wet blanket him, bored him to death, and that's just how he took that belt home. And that's probably going to be the title reign we see from Chimaev. He's not this big, scary guy that he was when he's fighting these lower-level guys. When he is fighting these bigger names, I mean, Gilbert Burns gave him a run for his fucking money. It's going to be these boring-ass wins, and it's going to be him just playing it safe, and then talking about killing everybody and then going there and laying on you. So, I don't know. What he did to Robert Whittaker was very impressive, but it's not, Robert looked good in his last fight against RDR, but it's not the same Robert Whittaker. Like, these new levels. Here's what I'll say. Chimaev's going to have a hard time doing that shit to RDR. He's going to have a hard time doing that shit to Fluffy Hernandez. He's going to have a hard time doing that shit to Caio Borralho. So I feel like this was the best way for him to get that belt, was to fight a kickboxer named Dricus du Plessis. And that's, the way it lined out kind of helped him get that belt. I don't think he would have won against Fluffy or like I said, RDR. These guys who are going to stuff that takedown, and once you stuff it and you have better cardio than him, it's pretty much going to be a bad night for him, because Gilbert Burns was able to do that, but he's significantly smaller, fought at lightweight, so he wasn't able to really take advantage of the skill aspect, because Khamzat's he's a big fucking dude. I mean, is what it is, but congrats, Khamzat, I guess. I won't fucking try to take anything away from him. He came in there and did what he was going to do, but I don't know how far this takes him. I don't know if he's going to be like a Khabib. You were saying you kind of hope he is like Khabib and wins a few more and kind of like cuts out at like 20,
Win 2 more the most boring way possible. Hopefully we don't have to pay for the fucking pay-per-views. I might skip those and just say that he's the greatest ever middleweight of all time and leave. Just fucking leave the sport, because that would be the best thing you could fucking do. I don't want to pay money for it. I don't want to watch it.
That was rough. I was kind of sad that was the main event that I did pay. But again, purists to be like, it's sport. That's how you win. That's, you got to stop that if you don't want to fucking do it. If you don't want to be held down, you got to learn to fucking get up.
Well, I feel both ways. I feel like, yeah, it is part of sport, and like I get that point of view, but I also get the point of view of we got to spend money on this shit, and I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. If I wanted to watch this, I would watch a wrestling match. I would watch fucking UFC BJJ
that was
competition.
a BJJ pretty much.
I don't want to see it. I want to see full mixed martial arts is multiple degrees of fighting. And when it's just one side fully dominant, it's boring. That's why wrestling competitions ain't the most fucking streamed athlete event on the planet. Because they're boring. They're not fun to watch.
Gay. It was fucking stupid.
For us to have to stay up to 1 o'clock in the morning watching this shit, trying not to fall asleep, just to know what was going to happen, was boring.
I agree. It was not very entertaining. It was a lot of just, again, seeing you watching Khamzat lay on DDP and just fucking wishing DDP would get the fuck up and do something, but it never happened.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but like, you know me, I wasn't a fan of Khabib doing it. But any day of the week, I would like to watch a Khabib fight than that. Because at least Khabib did more.
He did more. He's doing the reverse Khabib. At least Khabib started off slow in his career and then started getting finishes towards the end. Khamzat started doing finishes at the beginning, and now he is just
slow, boring, unfun to watch. It's not entertaining. And at the end of the day, this is entertainment. It's not just like the fucking... I was going to say NFL, but
you got another neckbeard with a belt.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So that's pretty much where we are. 565 strikes thrown on the fucking ground. 17 takedown attempts. This is what you're going to get, dude. Look at that beard. Do you think he fucking likes kickboxing?
And
no.
We said it earlier, or we alluded to it earlier. He also got a $50,000 bonus for that. So Dana, for some reason, awarded him for doing this. And MMA Guru, I don't know if you've seen the clip, has said something that was right spot on. If Tyron Woodley were to do that, he'd be fired. He gave Tyron Woodley shit for just wrestling people. He hated Tyron Woodley. He had an open conflict between both of them for how boring Tyron Woodley is, and here he is rewarding somebody for the worst, most boring fucking fight
Tyron was
I've
bad
ever
about
seen.
not doing shit. He would just circle the outside, not throw punches or takedowns. He was like the most timid fighter, especially when he got the belt for some reason.
Yeah, but that's what
but
I'm
I get
saying
what
is
you're
like
saying. No, yeah, if it
if
was
Tyron Woodley would have
even
done that
anyone
exact
else,
fight,
really.
yeah, if Tyron Woodley did that same exact fight, he would not have got a $50,000 bonus. I'm not going to go on the same rant that MMA Gurus did, but he said the only reason why is because of his fans. And he went hard on his fans.
I hate the fucking fans. Fucking Chicago. What is wrong with you? Y'all booed all your fucking hometown fighters. You had fucking dudes out there with fake beards on supporting fucking Chimaev. I mean, booing DDP. What the fuck? Fucking Chicago.
It's insane.
All in all right card. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, which is probably, you know, their streak. I mean, that's pretty much what we're going to get from now on, I'd imagine, from the UFC, just these mid-tier cards, because they don't have to go above and beyond really anymore. You know, it just kind of is what it is. I guess that wraps up that card. We'll go into, I think the only current event I have is we'll go into the Paramount deal.
Which I'm excited for.
I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for it.
It's going to make shit weird maybe, but I hope not.
I feel like we're going to get... Well, didn't they say they didn't get Apex cards? Is that one of the things that was part of the deal?
That was a joke meme that everyone really thought was hoping was true, but no.
I
thought
thought the other CBS got the Apex cards, and Paramount is getting all the fight nights.
I think Paramount would still air everything, and then just select cards will be on both.
Okay.
Kind of like they did with ABC, but I think they're doing like 30 fight nights a year with 14 numbered cards, and that's usually the...
That sounds standard.
Yeah. 13 numbered cards, which is weird because it's like they do one a month, and there's only 12 months, and I don't feel... Whatever.
Well, maybe they count Noche or whatever. Maybe they do 2 that month.
Okay. I don't know. Either way, you know, it's like it's shaping up to be a free product if you pay for Paramount Plus, that is.
Yeah, for
like
people
$9.
that already has it.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I already have it. That's cool. We'll
drop.
probably go up, but I will be the first to tell you I am definitely fucking deleting ESPN. I don't watch any other sports besides UFC or MMA, so it's just
worst fucking apps I've ever
one of the
used.
streaming platforms I've ever seen. I mean, it's fucking terrible. Trying to buy shit's terrible. It's all, you know, it smoothed out towards the end there, but there was a period in time where it was a fucking struggle to give them $80 fucking, and I don't understand. I mean, with it merging with Disney and shit, and then every time I try to buy something, I gotta sign in through Disney now, and then you gotta have a Disney account to fucking do the ESPN shit. Oh, God. And then on top of that, it wouldn't fucking work half the time.
There's many a nights that you were irate.
Mad, dude.
Irate. I've never. He's not this angry often, but he was.
I mean,
You sent Disney a
oh yeah,
massive email.
I've never done that before, but I did do that one time where, man, I fucking...
He ain't that kind of person, but for him to be so bad that he sat down angry and typed out an entire email to
There was
Disney.
a box to put suggestions, so I gave him a suggestion. I didn't really put an email and find somewhere to send it to. It was like, is there
How
anything
can
you
we
want to let us know?
improve? And then you said, here's a novel that I wrote.
I said, I don't know. I can't even remember the gist of it. But, yeah, it was pretty much, why do you make it so hard to take my fucking money? I can't wait till this fucking deal goes through. And I didn't even know that the deal was going through, but I knew that they were going to end it with ESPN because it's not been a great run. it's just not a great fucking streaming platform for their type of production. I think it's too many people trying to watch it at one time, and it's just not built for that many people, because that's where it would fuck up, is when I was trying, like, what
Big
I learned
cards.
to do was buy the pay-per-view, and I'd still do that because we still got the rest of the year to do is, if you want my advice, buy that shit early in the day, and don't try to buy it like an hour up to, or, you know, right before it starts, because that's when everyone's trying to buy it, and it shit will lag.
I say
and
do
won't
it.
go
Do it the
through.
Friday before. If you know you're gonna watch the card,
Do
you
it
want
the
to,
day before, yeah.
Do the Friday before.
I usually buy it at like noon that day when I, you know, start thinking about the fights, and I'll throw in the fucking I'll throw on the weigh-in show with DC and fucking Weidman and all them fucking goofballs, and I'll put that on, get hyped, get in the fucking zone, get ready to fucking watch this shit for the next 6 hours, finish up whatever chores I got because I am a real person, and then we fucking get down, and it's Fightville from there for the rest of the night. And me and Lucas watch it, and we'll talk about it, joke about it. Yeah, think the shit we say on here is wild. The shit we say while we're watching it is quite bananas, but that's for, you know, another time. Yeah. I don't got any more. You got any more
The
current events?
only thing that I thought of is when I was talking about the Apex cards. I'm pretty sure that was Netflix's deal. I think Netflix wanted main events and not
They didn't want the
Apex,
Apex
cards.
cards. I think that was a joke, though.
Do you think that was a joke?
Yeah.
I thought
Because
that was
I did see that, and I believed
pretty
it for
sure
a
it
minute.
was Schaub that said that.
Yeah, but then I think Chin checked him and was
Oh,
like,
okay.
it's a joke.
I don't watch Schaub often, but
I do. I like Brendan.
I know.
Uh,
Look at this guy. He likes Brendan Schaub.
yeah.
It's one
Fucking-
out of 5 Brendan Schaub fans is in this room on this podcast.
We're going to get hate just for being fans of him. We're going to catch his hate.
We-
We're going to catch strays. You're in it now, too, dude.
I watch him from time to time.
Nah, you're in it. You're in the fucking Brendo spear.
The Brendo Spear.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's more shit to talk about, but I'm just...
Yeah. I don't know. We talked about it.
We talked about it.
The card.
Probably should have wrote shit down, but didn't. But we got it out. We'll call it a good episode. It was alright episode.
Sorry for missing last week. We had some personal stuff going through.
A few crazy things on top of each other.
Yeah,
That
so we and the card wasn't that great. So I mean,
what was the card?
we'll look at it real
Fluffy
quick.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fluffy beat Roman Dolidze. Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Just-
There we go. I just remember we watched it, but we didn't pay that much attention to it. We kept,
yeah.
like I said, a lot of personal stuff happened. I didn't even say who she fought.
She fought Priscilla Cachoeira.
Anyway, sorry we missed it. Had some going through some stuff. Say that one more time.
Yeah,
You didn't get it. But we're back.
we're back.
We on stage schedule once again, and I believe so.
I believe so. We're gonna try anyway. But anyway, we'll end it here. It was a fun one. We had fun. We're here in person again. That's always nice. So, appreciate you listening. Like, subscribe, all that bullshit to keep us going. I mean, damn, we need to know you're listening, bro. It helps. But anyway, we appreciate it. With Picogram Podcast, we are the fuck out of here.
It was non-intentional use. You didn't do anything on purpose. This metabolite stays forever.
What a picogram is. It's taking a grain of salt and chopping it